Asterisk, a simple swim on a warm day turned into a heartbreaking tragedy at Mountain Home Air Force Base. One moment, an airman was enjoying a peaceful break from the stresses of military life. The next, he was gone, vanishing beneath the water, never to return. As search teams raced against time, hope turned into heartbreak, leaving a community devastated and asking how something so routine could end so terribly. This is a silent confession. Asterisk. Mountain Home Air Force Base sits in southwestern Idaho, a crucial pillar of American air power. Every day, thousands of airmen and their families call this place home, carrying out missions that protect national security. Here, training, discipline, and professionalism are the daily norm. But behind that uniform, these airmen are human, just like anyone else. They laugh, rest, and sometimes look for moments of peace away from the demands of service. On what should have been a relaxing day, one airman went swimming in a local recreation area. The water looked calm, welcoming, and harmless. But somewhere between the surface and the depths, something went horribly wrong. When the airman did not resurface, panic quickly spread among those nearby. Calls for help were made in an instant, and rescue teams rushed the scene, scanning the water with urgency. Every passing second felt like an eternity. Divers searched, holding on to hope. But hours later, that hope was gone. The airman's body was recovered, and he was pronounced dead. The shock of the loss rippled through the base community. An official investigation began immediately, searching for answers. Did the water hide a sudden danger? Did the airman suffer a medical emergency? Or was it a tragic accident in a moment meant for relaxation? Military members are trained to survive on the world's most dangerous battlefields, prepared for high-pressure missions, and capable of enduring incredible hardships. But no training can fully guard against the unpredictable. A simple swim, something people do every day, turned fatal in seconds, a stark reminder how fragile life truly is. In the days that followed, the base remained somber. Out of respect for family, officials delayed releasing the name of the fallen airman, giving loved ones time to absorb the devastating news. Across the squadrons, a quiet sense of loss took hold. One missing name at roll call, one empty place in the team. Tragedies like this leave deep scars, not just on those closest to the victim, but across an entire military community. Behind every uniform is a person with dreams, friendships, and loved ones waiting at home. When that person is lost, the pain radiates outward, touching everyone who served beside them. These incidents, heartbreaking as they are not isolated. Around the world, service members have lost their lives during recreational activities, despite years of survival and combat training. In 2021, an airman at Keesler Air Force Base drowned while paddleboarding. In 2019, a soldier at Fort Hood died while swimming in a local lake. And even among the Navy, water-related fatalities have occurred off-duty, showing that water can be just as dangerous as a war zone if it is not respected. The harsh truth is that even heroes can be vulnerable during ordinary, peaceful moments. The danger of the water is not always visible. Powerful currents, hidden obstacles, fatigue, or an unexpected medical problem can strike without warning, turning a fun outing into a nightmare. In military culture, losing someone outside of combat can feel even more senseless. These are men and women who train to face unimaginable dangers, only fall victim to something as ordinary as a swim. It reminds us all that no one is truly invincible, and no amount of courage can replace caution. Back at Mountain Home Air Force Base, the family of the airmen must now live with a pain that will never fully go away. Their child, their spouse, their friend will never return home. Teammates will replay the moment over and over, asking if something could have been done differently, if any sign was missed, or if help could have arrived faster. Those questions rarely find answers. Funerals in military communities carry a special weight. The folded flag, the final salute, the quiet roll call with one name left unanswered. These moments haunt those who serve. A memorial may be held, flags may fly at half-mast, and stories will be shared about the airman who was lost far too soon. In those stories, memories will live on. The laughter, the inside jokes, the everyday moments that seem insignificant until someone is gone. That is what remains, a life remembered, Even as it is painfully ended, the military will likely conduct a full investigation to identify what went wrong and whether new safety measures are needed. These inquiries cannot bring the airmen back, but they can sometimes prevent the next tragedy. Lessons learned after heartbreak have saved lives in the past, and the hope is they will continue to do so in the future. Still, for the family, no amount of answers can heal the wound. For those left behind, grief becomes a constant companion, showing up in unexpected ways, triggered by a uniform hanging in a closet or a favorite song playing on the radio. Military culture teaches resilience, how to keep going through the hardest moments. Chaplains, counselors, and supportive teammates stand ready to help those who struggle. There is no shame in reaching out. Grief is a burden no one should have to carry alone. As the days pass, the base will begin to move forward, but it will never be quite the same. One life, lost in the water, has left a mark that time cannot fully erase. It will serve as a quiet reminder that even a peaceful day can turn dangerous, that the water deserves respect, and that caution is always worth it. This airman's death will not be forgotten. For those who knew him, for those who served beside him, and even for those hearing this story now, it is a reminder of our shared humanity. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow, and even the strongest among us can fall to the smallest misstep. If there is any lesson to hold on to, it is that life is precious, and safety, even in the simplest activities, should never be taken for granted. The men and women who wear the uniform dedicate themselves to protecting others in their off-duty moments. They deserve to be protected, too, through awareness, caution, and support from their community. To the family of the fallen airmen, there are no words that can truly heal the pain, but there is a promise that the memory will live on, that his service, his spirit, and his sacrifice will not be forgotten. A name spoken with honor, a life remembered, a final salute, and the hope that someday there will be no more stories like this to tell. Thank you for listening to The Silent Confession. Please stay safe, cherish the time you have, and remember, even in moments of peace, the smallest choices can mean the difference between tragedy and coming home.